Let me guess, your last three customers included a penny pinching homeowner with a bathroom fan, a commercial office building with outdated lighting, and maybe a restaurant with failing circuits. If you're nodding your head right now, I hate to break it to you, but your marketing strategy is basically a game of electrical roulette. I'm Leonard Parker, founder of Destiny Marketing Solutions, and today I'm about to shock some sense into what might be the most expensive mistake you're making. Marketing to everyone when you should be focusing on your ideal customer. Stick around to the end because I've got an expert tip that tripled one electrical company's high-value leads, and it's something you can implement this week. This isn't theory, it's a proven approach that's working right now for electrical business like yours. Here's the painful truth most electrical service companies don't want to hear. Residential and commercial isn't a marketing strategy. It's an admission that you have no strategy at all. When you try to be everything to everyone, your message gets diluted faster than water hitting a live panel. You know what happens? You attract tire kickers, price shoppers, and bad fit customers who drain your resources and burn out your team. Think about this. When was the last time a customer chose you because your website said we do everything? Never. That's because generalists get compared on price, while specialists get chosen for their value. The worst part is, those wrong customers waste your time with endless questions, negotiate every dollar, and still manage to leave mediocre reviews. Meanwhile, your team is running themselves ragged, jumping between completely different types of jobs they shouldn't have taken in the first place. So what does a proper ideal customer profile actually look like? First, you need to define these specifics: their industry or property type, the typical budget range, and buying behavior. Are they emergency callers or planners? Do they research heavily or make snap decisions? Next, understand their pain points and values. What frustrates them about working with electricians? What would they gladly pay more for? What makes them hesitate before hiring you? The gold mine is in your data. Look at your past customers who paid well, didn't haggle, and came back for more work. More importantly, who drove you crazy and made you regret taking a job? Your do not work with again list is just as valuable as your ideal client list. If you serve different market segments, maybe residential solar installations and commercial maintenance, then create separate profiles. The property manager of a multi-family complex has completely different needs than the homeowner installing an EV charger. This isn't some fluffy marketing exercise. Your ideal customer profile is a practical tool that shapes every marketing dollar you spend. It determines where you advertise, what you say, and how you package your services. And I'm going to take a quick detour here and show you an example of a ideal customer profile that we use for our clients. And the name of this document is a customer avatar canvas. And so it's built on understanding the before and after. So if you look at my last video where I discussed the importance of emphasizing the outcome or result that you're getting for your customers, the before state is before they work with you. So they have some frustration and that's why they're calling you. And then the after state is understanding after you've delivered the service, peace of mind, that their home is safer. Perhaps there was something that was hurting or disrupting their business operations. They now have that result, that outcome. And so we really want to go into detail about this. And then the avatar persona, just give them a name. That will make this persona come to life off the paper. Understand their demographics and interests. This can help you figure out different angles for any marketing, messaging, or marketing copy. It can also help you understand where to find them. Maybe they're hanging out in specific Facebook or LinkedIn groups. Maybe they're hanging out on specific subreddits. Understanding their demographics can really help you target them better. And And then understand what are their key purchase drivers. Again, this is something that you can use in your marketing as well, especially when it's close to make a buying decision. But whatever their key purchase drivers are, you want to make sure you address these in your marketing outreach, or even when you pick up the phone and you're trying to close the deal. Also understand their frustrations and fears. This is a way to just layer on, the frustration they're having with the before state, and then you can layer on these frustrations and fears and really emphasize how you're going to alleviate those frustrations and fears with working with you in your company. And then wants and aspirations. So this is meant to layer on the after state. What do they want when working with an electrical services business? What are their aspirations? So think about that for your target service and your target customer. And I'll leave a link to this in the video description, so don't worry about copying it down. But we find that this really helps structure and keeps us organized in building these different customer profiles. And as I mentioned, if you offer different service categories, you want to make sure you create one of these for each of those buying or decision makers in your different service categories. Now moving back over to my content and shifting gears to marketing philosophy. So let's talk about developing that marketing philosophy that actually cuts through the noise. Ask yourself, what do you believe about electrical service that your competitors don't? Maybe you believe that every home should have an upgraded electrical capacity for future tech. Maybe you believe property managers shouldn't have to chase multiple vendors for different electrical issues. How do you want your ideal customer to describe you when referring you to others? This isn't about being reliable or professional. That's the bare minimum that should be expected. But what really sets you apart? Your differentiators might be your specialized experience, the outcomes you deliver, or the values that drive your business. Whatever they are, they need to be baked into every touch point with your prospect. Your ads, your emails, your sales conversations, even the way your team answers the phone. Here's the counterintuitive part. A strong marketing philosophy should actively repel the wrong people while magnetizing the right ones. If your marketing pleases everyone, it's not specific enough to attract your perfect customer. With your ideal customer defined, you need to align your offer specifically to their needs. Consider how different customer types need different approaches. EV owners want straightforward charger installation packages, not complex electrical consultations. Property managers want guaranteed uptime and preventative maintenance, not lengthy explanations about wiring. Your offers should speak directly to your customers' pain points and sense of urgency. If you're targeting new home builders, bundle your services into a new construction electric package that addresses their specific timeline and requirements. The way you structure your offer matters just as much as what you're offering. This includes your pricing models, hourly versus flat rate, your guarantees, and how you present options. For higher-end residential customers, a tiered good, better, best approach with clear outcome differences works wonders. Your goal is for customers to see your offer and think, wow, this was made specifically for businesses like mine, or this is exactly what I've been looking for. And to go on another quick detour, I wanted to share with you first that philosophy piece. So developing that for your business. So this is a workflow. It's really just a list of questions that we make sure to answer for all of our clients. And you want to develop, and this is going back to school, but you want to develop a thesis. Like, what do you stand for as a company or as a electrical service provider? And first, it starts with understanding the biggest problems in your industry. So we call these the macro problems. From there, we go into what are the outdated practices and common mistakes other electricians and your competitors making in the space. Next, understand the industry gaps. So perhaps there aren't enough qualified specialists for your area of specialization or expertise in your area. That's a clear industry gap. Also, consider the common complaints you get from clients. So perhaps you have a database of this information that you can quickly pull from. But if you've been working with customers, perhaps they've made comments about past electricians they've worked with. This is a way that you can ensure that those pain points, those frustrations are baked in to how you approach prospects. And there are other questions here. This is quite a long document of 7 pages. But the point here is that eventually you want to get to a place where you develop a unique thesis for your business. So if you want the thesis that we at Destiny Marketing Solutions, we use when talking to electric service companies, this is our thesis. The future of electrician marketing lies in a seamless approach that combines local SEO, paid search, reputation management, and personalized engagement strategies. This integrated ecosystem ensures electricians can dominate all digital touchpoints and achieve sustainable, high-value growth. And that's something you can weave into your website, into any type of marketing that you're doing. And we make sure that our services align with that unique thesis. And then from there, you can build on top of it core beliefs and differentiators. So what are your company values? What sets you apart? And then you want to have an approach. So this is where you go into productizing your services. So different service options, but you sell them like they're a product, like you would buy at a store or on Amazon. And then in parallel to this, we also want to define our marketing position. So this is where understanding, again, your ideal customer, but also understanding the competitor landscape. And then being able to vet your position based on that. So again, I won't spend too much time on that, but like I said, I will make sure to leave a document or template in the video description. And then finally, you want to design your offer. So what will that be? Is it a low-cost audit of their systems before the summer? And whatever is relevant to your target market, your ideal customer, that again should be baked into the offer. And where you're going here with this, you want to develop an offer statement. The offer statement, it's a tool that communicates your positioning to the market, and it really focuses on 3 things. Who is it for? What do they want? And how do they get it? So you might, for your ideal customer, they might want something, and there might be different options, different avenues in how to achieve it, but how do you deliver that for the customer? And then for offer pricing, you want to consider the information. So if it's, you just give them more expertise, maybe you offer some type of consultation, that could be one part of it. And then of course the labor, so actually delivering the service. So I'll drop that into the video description as well, but start thinking about this, and this will really help you establish that ideal customer persona. And we suggest these as first steps before you go out and start spending money on ads or working with an agency or bringing on an in-house marketer for your team. So moving back to my content, it's important to be okay with saying no. And this is something personally I've had to grow as a business owner over the years. It's okay to say no. Every prospect is not going to be a good fit. And let me tell you, those prospects where I had second thoughts or I just had that weird feeling in my gut, more times than not, they were not it just was not a good mutual fit. And this is where the rubber meets the road. You have to be comfortable with turning down business, or not necessarily turning it down, but perhaps you establish a referral network where you can at least receive some compensation for them coming to you. Not every service call is worth the drive time, the stress, or the risk to your team and reputation. That cut rate landlord who wants you to just make it work while pulling permits, that's a liability waiting to happen. Create a formal disqualification list. It's a checklist to protect your time and your team and your reputation. Train your office staff to identify the warning signs of bad fit customers before they waste your valuable calendar slots. Pre-frame your boundaries in your marketing materials and intake process. Make it clear what types of work you specialize in and what you don't do or don't want to do. When you're honest about this up front, you attract clients who respect your focus. Most importantly, be willing to walk away from customers who only value price. Every hour you spend haggling with a price shopper is an hour you could have spent serving your ideal customer who values your expertise and pays accordingly. This isn't just about being selective. It's about elevating your brand. Premium electrical businesses don't chase every job. They carefully choose which projects align with their strengths and values. Let me share some real examples of electrical businesses that have transformed their results through clear customer targeting. And I'll keep the names out here because we still work actively with some of these companies, but one electrical company specializing in EV charging installations doubled their close rate simply by refining their landing page copy or the text on their landing page to speak directly to environmentally conscious homeowners. By understanding exactly who they were talking to, they could address specific concerns and showcase outcomes that mattered to that audience. Another team focusing on generator installations created persona-targeted offers for their ideal customers, affluent homeowners in hurricane-prone areas. By speaking directly to the fears of power loss during storm season, they cut their cost per lead by over 40% while increasing the average job value. Multifamily-focused electricians have seen tremendous success with property manager packages that emphasize scheduled maintenance and priority emergency service. One company created a quarterly inspection program that improved their client retention by 78% year over year. You get the point. The pattern is clear. You know exactly who you're talking to. Your marketing resonates on a deeper level. Your referral rates jump because your messaging speaks directly to your customer's world. Higher ticket services become easier to sell because your prospect feels understood rather than sold to. When electricians niche down and focus on their ideal customers, everything gets easier. Your ads perform better. Your sales conversations flow naturally. Your operations become more efficient, and your customer retention strengthens. This is where our full circuit growth method comes in. It's a systematic approach to aligning your entire business around your ideal customer. We help electrical businesses identify their perfect fit customers and build a complete marketing system around them. Instead of random marketing tactics, you get a clear path from customer understanding to consistent growth. The method starts by addressing the fundamental challenge that most electrical businesses face: a lack of qualified leads. Not just any leads, but the right leads for your specific services. We then implement a strategic process to get you found by the right customers. Convert more of those leads into profitable projects. Track what's working so you can double down on it and continuously move toward your dream outcome. The beauty of this approach is that every element of your marketing is perfectly aligned with who you're trying to reach. Your customer profile informs your messaging, which shapes your offers, which guides your ad targeting, which generates leads that actually match what you do best. When your entire strategy is aligned to your best fit customer, growth becomes inevitable instead of accidental. So how do you know if your current marketing approach is properly aligned with your ideal customer? That's where our full circuit growth audit comes in. We'll examine whether you have a documented profile of your ideal customer and if your messaging is consistently speaking to that customer across all platforms. We'll evaluate if your offers are positioned around their biggest pain points, if your lead generation sources are attracting the right prospects and repelling the wrong ones, and if your sales process is optimized to convert your best prospects. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're unclear on who you're for, your marketing will never perform at its potential. You'll continue spending money, on general messages that don't resonate with anyone strongly enough to choose you over the competition. If you're ready to transform your approach and start attracting the customers you actually want to work with, use the link in our video description to book your full circuit growth audit today. It's a no obligation session where we'll identify exactly what's missing in your current customer targeting approach. Before we wrap up, let me share that expert tip I promise. One that can dramatically improve your customer targeting even if you do nothing else. And it's this: interview your 3 to 5 best customers, the ones with high ticket projects, minimal stress, and repeat business. Think of the guys and gals that you really enjoy working with. Don't email them a survey, actually get them on the phone for 15 minutes, or better yet, get them in person. Ask them, what made you choose our company over others? What nearly stopped you from hiring us? What's the biggest value you receive from working with us? Then extract the exact language that they use. When a customer says they choose you because I needed someone who could handle the entire lighting retrofit without me having to manage multiple contractors, that's gold. That exact phrasing should appear in your website and ads. And here's a tip: you should also film it so you can use it for your testimonials and reviews. Look for trends across these interviews: common job types, budget ranges, urgency factors, personality traits, and locations. Build your customer's persona based on these real people, not on who you think your customers might be. Your top customers already hold the blueprint for finding your next 20 ideal customers. Get their words, not just their money, and you'll transform your marketing effectiveness almost overnight. Remember, in electrical services, clarity beats volume every time. When you know exactly who you're trying to reach, every marketing dollar works harder and more efficiently. Every conversation becomes more effective, and your business grows in a sustainable way. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical marketing insights for electrical service businesses. Drop a comment with your biggest takeaway or question, and I'll respond personally. This is Leonard Parker from Destiny Marketing Solutions, helping you stop chasing just any leads and start attracting the right ones. Until next time, keep your marketing as targeted as your electrical work.